This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Guns N' Roses kicking off the program this morning. Sweet Child of Mine. It's 6:10. It's Philly Joe and Vicki. Do you remember that scene in Step Brothers where they're singing that in the SUV?
Oh, yeah. Adam Scott.
Yeah.
They're harmonizing.
You know, you always know the names, Vicki. That guy is...
Comedy is my wheelhouse. I usually know those.
Is he an underrated, funny guy?
He's great. Good on Parks and Rec. I haven't watched Severance. I hear he's great in that.
Yeah, and he does a cameo in the Studio, Seth Rogen show that just won a Golden Globe.
Nice.
And it's the Golden Globe episode.
Okay, I haven't gotten there yet.
Yeah, he's good.
Also,
I'd say
the show
underrated.
Party Down. I don't think a lot of people know about it, but it's fantastic.
Okay.
It was from a few years ago.
He was in Eastbound and Down with
Was he?
McBride.
Yeah.
Kenny Powers, Daddy McBride.
Oh,
Very good in that. Only a few episodes, though. He's like a scout from some minor league baseball team. I love him. He's good.
Yeah.
Cold as hell. We were just chatting about the weather off air and how cold it's gonna get. Today is like the only
heaven. Today's heaven.
This is the last day of reasonable weather, and then we're into the deep freeze.
Hold
It's
on.
getting bad for the weekend.
You can't call it the last day. You have to call it the one day because it was bad for a few. Yeah, it's going to get worse as we get going here. So highs of minus 28, minus 27, minus 29. You get the idea.
Saturday, they're saying with the wind, it could feel like minus 49.
Yeah.
But you had great news in news. Vicki. You said that February is going to be gorgeous. Or
At least above
nicer.
normal. Yeah. Which is really all we can hope for in Winnipeg.
You said
in the winter.
subtropical.
I think you did. Yeah. You said.
Yeah.
And you've got a trip planned next week, lucky
I do.
dog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll miss some of this deep freeze
Does
and then come back to beautiful weather.
When you're going somewhere warm, does that make you almost happy to see that kind of cold weather when you're taking off?
Not really, because then I worry, well, what if it affects the plane? What if they have problems with that? So until I'm there and landed with a cocktail in my hand, I'm a little stressed about it.
The real question is, does Matt know you're going?
Yeah, we know.
I think I told them at some point.
Pretty sure.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
Call the Bone Phone, 780-BONE. Brought to you by Auto Gallery of Winnipeg.
Yeah, let's talk about, cyclists and something to do with, giving lots of room around parked cars or something like that. But anyways, a cyclist can take a lane, all right? Really the only reason that cyclists ride on the curb, it's more of a courtesy to faster moving vehicles, but they're allowed to take a lane. A great example would be making a left turn, right? You can't make a left turn from the curb. You got to take a lane that you can make a left turn from. I think that pretty much answers that question. And and I agree that streets are narrower when it's winter and it's snowing and when you're wearing that helmet, it's obstructing your view as well. So I personally don't recommend riding in the winter, but I know people that do it and they're still alive. So there's that too.
That's Cliff Clavin, regular on the Bone Phone, a well-known cyclist.
I still had a couple people that heard the original calls, and they were wondering about licensing because of how big cycling's becoming and the lanes and everything else. I wonder if that's going to be next.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if there's that many changes to the rules on the road is what people were wondering, because they're always looking for revenue streams.
Yeah, and there's been a lot of changes to get our city up to snuff. Like, we're a little behind on our cycling situation in Winnipeg. So, I mean, maybe to help pay for it all, who knows? Okay, sticking with the topic of cyclists.
On the subject of riding your bike in the city in the winter, and then with the new law they just passed, listening to the just message today, I you not on that Portage and Spence trying to turn right on Spence, and then coming off Spence turning left onto Portage is a guy with his kid on his bike, and they're dressed to the nines, they're wearing helmets, probably well-meaning and what have you. But why in the are you having your kid on a bike on Portage in January? Give your had a shake.
Look, back in the day, if you doubled a girl on your bike, that was a big deal, like home from school or something.
Yeah,
right?
or
like
to 7-Eleven.
Yeah, that's
Handlebars,
right. Handlebars.
or on the back?
Handlebars. Well,
Yeah.
that's
Oh, if you did the back,
Well,
too,
if you had
there's-
like those things on the wheel that you could stand on.
pegs.
Yeah.
And
Is
then
that what they're called?
She'd
Okay.
put her hand on your shoulders. Oh my
Yeah.
God, you were in.
Was
Yeah.
that the banana seat era? You
No,
needed the-
BMX? Yeah, I think.
Oh, the BMX seat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, sounds dangerous. But,
No kidding.
I was
especially
never
this
one of
time
those
year.
girls.
No, you didn't want to
No,
be doubled,
I don't-
Vicky?
No.
Did
I don't
anybody
trust that.
offer? Like,
didn't-
hey,
You know what? Probably not.
let's go get some Slurpees and I'll double you,
You
Vicky.
didn't like a bad boy on a bike, did you? Back in the day.
Okay, a call about the cart corral at, I guess, a grocery store. We don't get a lot of these.
Morning, PJB. Big Brendo here. I've got a very specific question for a specific set of people. A bit of an odd one. So the Superstore on Portage near School Road, that's the St. James one. It's underground parking, right? They got cart corrals there where you can grab a cart, but they also have carts up on the main level, like right by the entryway. And this is inside, mind you. So my question is, why would you get a cart from the underground parking, walk it all the way up the ramp, and then go into the store when you can just grab a cart next to the door?
Good question.
And like, it's not like you're wrong. It just seems kind of stupid. I don't understand. Maybe someone can let me know. Thanks.
Well, I would imagine a lot of those carts are people coming down with their groceries and then putting
So
those carts
leaving
back.
them.
But people do, and I've gone to that Superstore and I've gotten a cart from down there. Well, they've got a ramp going up, so it's not like it's a ton of work. It's an empty shopping cart. How hard is it to push that?
So he wants to know, why wouldn't you just wait and then grab
Get one by the
up?
door.
Yeah.
Yeah, but then what if you've got like bins and bags and stuff like that?
To
You just
take
put them
with
in
you.
a cart and you don't have to carry them. You just push them.
Could
I don't
be.
know that it's that much more difficult.
Things with wheels has become a topic today on the bone phone.
Carts, bikes. Okay, speaking of wheels, Motorhead guy, we know he drives a bus. We know he also drives a tow truck. This guy's into everything.
Hey, Philly Joe and Vicki, it's Motorhead guy. I'm out here towing, and I've been screaming at people telling them to slow down. And, you know, after that big storm that we just had, people actually started slowing down, but that's because I'm, like, you know, like on the f***ing road pulling people out of ditches and shit. As you guys know, I'm also a school bus driver. But today, it came full circle. I'm a tow truck operator, and I'm towing a school bus. It's not my school bus that I was driving, but some other bus. For all you school bus drivers out there, you guys rock. And if you ever need your bus towed, give me a call, I guess.
Oh, that's a nice contact to
Yeah.
have.
Yeah, well, Big N will be texting any second now because he's a school bus driver.
He is.
Got a
And-
couple.
and
Back
he-
to the wheels. We're covering it all today. You said it.
and
You
he-
ever see those school buses that are flat in the front, like a city bus?
No.
Oh,
A school
they're
one?
so weird looking, and it should
Oh.
be normal because city buses are flat up
Yeah.
front. But it's
I have
just
seen
an odd
some
look.
different shaped school buses. I don't know about if they're flat in the front, but I have seen some different shaped ones.
What shape?
I don't.
Triangle?
Just they look a little different than your standard school buses. I can't really tell you what shape it is.
Least comfortable seats ever. If
New
you're,
style.
yeah, if you're riding in one of
Boom,
those
boom,
babies,
Yeah.
they're just like flat, hard, and yep, boom, bitty boom.
Okay, let's wrap with this, and I want you guys to help me decipher this. It's unfortunate because Angry Drinker is hilarious, and we haven't heard from him in a long time. He's usually angry about the Jets. He's got a buddy sitting with him who's egging him on.
And not about the team. He's usually against their opponents.
Well, in this call, like I listened to it already, obviously. I think he's on about Mark Scheifele not being on Team Canada.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He's like very representative of the Jets, this guy. So he's back.
He's back, yes, and he's upset, but his phone keeps cutting out. So see,
Oh, no.
Right. So see if it's like a puzzle here. See if he can figure out what he's mad about.
Okay. You know, it's time. They pass for Lee. Not ranked number 7. See, he has said, but number
Yes,
of a Canadian player.
Canada. Yeah.
We took the president up last year. There's no one
There was his buddy there.
they should know. Canadian team. China
Is he got call waiting?
Canada rightfully belong.
It's like he's yelling too loud and
cutting out.
I got more from what his buddy was saying than him.
That's very
But he's a little quieter.
The Philly, Joe, and Vicki podcast.
It's Philly. It's Joe. It's Vicki.
And Creed tickets up for grabs in just over an hour
With
before they go on
arms wide
sale.
open.
Yeah. You got to really enunciate when you try and imitate Creed, right? It's one of those bands because
very vowel heavy.
Very
Yes.
Arms wide open. Like really go, oh.
You'd hate to play Scrabble with Scott Stapp because he'd have to say the word that he's laying out on the board.
Yeah, there's like 10 O's.
Yeah. How do you spell that? Should be a great show. The response, it got...
People are pumped.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, like...
Mammoth opening?
Oh, yeah, that's a nice bonus.
Yeah, for sure. So 7:45 this morning, Creed tickets. Beat the box office with the completely useless question. Is it a tough one? You got to make it a tough one for Creed tickets.
You know what? Let me double check, Phil.
Like, come on,
I think yesterday, for some reason, is when I put the question together. You know what? I haven't even opened up that file yet.
Oh, Joe.
I'll get to it.
It's going to be a free-for-all.
I will say this, too. People asking about a pre-sale. The word you're going to need, the password is intro, and it goes tomorrow, Thursday, right? 10 a.m. till 10 p.m. That's the Live Nation
Gotcha.
Live Nation one. Yeah, it's a pretty good question, I think, today.
Okay, good. On the Boston Pizza text line 7.
What am I going to tell you? I came up with a lousy question, right? Like,
this one's pretty much garbage.
Aubrey, I can't lie. It's bad. It's easy.
Terrible. Wait till the mics go off. I'll tell you the truth.
Hey, we're an open book here, Joe.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you.
If it's a bad question, tell me right now. I want to know.
No. This kind of question is going to get me some heck from Vicki. She's going to say it's too general.
Yeah,
okay,
you do catch heat from Vicki on the questions.
I get heat from Vicki, and then you try and get crafty by getting a clue thrown out at me without asking me for a clue.
Yeah, we come at you from both sides.
I've caught on to you two.
This is the Philly, Joe, and Vicki podcast. Here's what's trending with Philly, Joe, and Vicki.
Netflix is going to be releasing a Martin Short documentary in May. It's called Marty, Life is Short, and it's going to cover his whole life, his career. I mean, it's a pretty interesting one. SCTV to SNL to movies to now this hit TV show in his, what is he, in his 60s, 70s?
Oh, no, he's in his 70s. I'll tell you what I'll find interesting. If you have ever seen Martin Short do an interview, he's all over the place.
Yeah.
So this might be the first time you ever get really a look at the layers, peeled back of Martin Short. We don't. What do you know about Martin Short outside of his wife passing? That was about as serious as I've ever seen anything of Marty Short. I'm looking forward to that. Netflix documentaries are pretty good overall.
They say he's a pretty private person. I read his book and I enjoyed it. Yeah, he's been through a lot. It's been and his career has been kind of, there haven't been that many ups. Yeah. He's had a lot of flops and movies and stuff like that, but he's still maintained. And now later in his life, it's the best his career's ever been.
Tight with Steve Martin, and this stuff they've been doing on Netflix, I guess, is getting good reviews.
The Only Murders in the Building. Yeah, exactly.
Sometimes I get Martin Short and Rick Moranis.
Yeah, from their old days. Yeah.
You know what I just learned on a podcast? Rick Moranis was originally supposed to be the janitor in the Breakfast Club. But he came in with some big Russian accent and a crazy costume, and they're like, we can't have this. And they fired him.
The janitor was so good.
Yeah, he was
the
good,
actual guy who played it, he was great.
And here's Rick Moranis coming in to do this comedy-type character, and these guys are spending their days after school with Judd with Nelson.
Yeah, exactly. Just didn't fit the tone. All right, so plans are in motion to build a new Sphere venue. You know, the big ball in Vegas?
We just talked about the one in Vegas, how expensive it is to see shows and bands. There's another one coming?
There's another one coming, and if I gave you 10 guesses, you would never guess where they're building
What
it.
city?
Yeah. It's not even like a big capital city.
I was going to say maybe like Paris or something.
Is it in North America?
It's in the States, Maryland.
I was going to guess Cleveland because of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
That would actually make more sense.
Maryland.
National Harbor. It's just outside of Washington, D.C.
So it's the capital.
Entertainment capital of the world, you know. So much
it's
showbiz
the capital of the United States, so maybe that's why. They've
But
got
I mean,
them-
you'd think they'd put it in a more
Yeah.
entertainment hub,
I would
right?
have thought Florida, to be honest, like
Yeah.
they did with Disney, Florida, L.A.
Or California, but I
Something
guess
along
that's
those
close
Too
to
close.
Vegas. Yeah. This one would be built on a smaller scale. So the capacity would be about 6,000 as opposed to Vegas, which is 20,000. You spend all that money, though, on building that thing, and it only fits 6,000 people?
Weird.
Seems like a weird plan.
Nobody's ever booked a trip to Maryland anyway, Vicki. Don't worry about it. Hard to get there.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Being corrected. The Boston Pizza text line, man, always. Thank you so much. The alumni game, Habs Jets, is at Canada Life Center, not at Princess Auto Stadium.
So if you want to see the alumni game indoors, the Heritage game outdoors, Princess Auto Stadium, the next day. That's a hell of a weekend.
It is.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a lot of fun. Like the alumni games. I just mentioned, we were just talking about this, but the alumni game's always just a big buzz event around the Heritage Classic. Because as soon as this game was announced, I was excited to see what the lineups would look like. Because the Habs can bring in some pretty interesting players as well. And then the Jets with Bufflin coming back and some of those other guys, Andrew Ladd.
Blake Wheeler was on a few different interviews yesterday, but Buff's going to be the big draw, obviously, because he was the fun guy and everything else. But you're going to also, I wonder if you'll see, especially with a team like the Habs, if they bring in a couple of ambassadors. Guys that don't necessarily play in the game, but, do some interviews and are around doing the autograph thing.
Like a Larry Robinson type of
yeah,
guy.
Yeah, somebody, at that level that's been around, or, a Chris Nyland or something.
Yeah.
Like guys that were characters, right, that played. And there's a few guys the Jets could do that with, too.
That's right.
Any guys you're hoping for? Because they haven't released the full roster yet.
No, Buff was definitely on the list, I think. Hey, Phil?
Yeah,
I think so.
I think he's the big name everybody was waiting to see if he showed up.
Yeah. And apparently it was an easy one, Wheeler said, about all the guys. It was all like double thumbs up as soon as they got the call. I think what happens when a lot of these guys retire, they stay in touch with a few guys.
Yeah.
But this is sort of like a reunion for them, right?
Definitely.
Put on the skates, have a few laughs, a few cold ones, and you go home after the weekend.
Yeah, it's not high stakes.
Yeah.
Yeah. From what I hear, those alumni guys have a good time when they roll it. And they get together. We got to try this. So we have Creed tickets. Beat the box office 7:45 this morning with the completely useless question. This is a lot of buzz surrounding this show. We were joking around about Creed and Scott Stapp earlier this morning, and we got this great text message. And it
From
said,
Seabass.
Seabass, yes. Corey, he says, you can sound like Scott Stapp if you just hook your cheek with your finger while you sing. So, Vicki, you're kind
The
of
singer.
Yeah, you're the
doing
singer.
this?
You're the
Okay.
singer on the show. Could you try this?
Now, should I also try to sound like him at the same time?
Yes,
Okay.
absolutely. Wait a minute. Go get a white tank top on, too, for this. You have to look like the guy. You have to look the part.
Okay.
That one.
Yeah.
You
You got to lean into the O.
Try just one cheek.
Oh, my lips hurt. I think they're so dry. I think they're going to burst.
try one.
Can you just do the one
carnival
cheek?
act.
Yeah. With arms wide open.
Yeah.
Not bad.
Not
I
bad.
think
Yeah.
one cheek is better.
One
One
cheek
cheeker?
works better, I think, because then
Okay.
you don't get the
Look at that.
fuffer and fuckatash sound.
You got a party trick now, Vicki. You're welcome.
I sound like
right.
Scott Stapp at parties. Yeah.
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast. Be a good person.
Rate or review this show wherever you subscribe and get PJ and V into more ears.
Would you rather Wednesday?
Brought to you by Expert Electric.
Play along on the Boston Pizza text line if you like. 762-555. Vicki,
Yes.
would you rather be a third with the Home Alone bandits, so Harry and Marv, so they add you to the team and you can try again to get into that house, okay?
Yeah.
Or be a third with Batman and Robin, so Batman, Robin, and Vicki. You just join the team.
You could be Catwoman.
Oh.
Yay.
No. She's Vicki.
Oh,
That's it.
Vicki
okay.
woman.
Like, hey, Robin, have you
Doesn't
met
have the same ring to
Have
it.
you met Vicki yet? She's our new partner.
Make it your own, Vicki.
Well, I like the fact that Batman and Robin are fighting for good because Marv and Harry they're just burglars.
Yeah.
Yeah. One of
but-
them's up on charges for another thing
Well,
right now.
Yeah. I guess Batman and Robin. Although it's a little more dangerous. I mean, is it? I mean,
Batman will always. You're in good hands.
Yeah,
with your
that's
teamed
true.
up with Batman. I don't know about Robin so
He'll
much.
watch
but
out for you.
Batman doesn't lose very often.
But Harry and Marv should have died at least 12 times between those two movies.
But with
so.
you in the mix, you're very logical, Vicki. That can be your thing. You could maybe,
I let them go first.
Yeah.
And I would also be the voice of reason of like, what is so good about this house that we can't hit like 10 other ones?
leave it alone.
Yeah. Clearly, this is above our pay grade. Let's move on.
I think Batman and Robin for me. I grew up watching them, reading the comic books and everything else, and it would just be fun. Hanging out in the mansion, playing with all the, innovation and the
bat
toys
toys.
and the toys and everything else. Cool car, that kind of thing. The hardest part for me would be the outfit. Little too tight. I'm a bigger guy.
They got their tight outfits.
Yeah.
Joe's got a baggy outfit.
Yeah, like I
You
just...
still need to be aerodynamic.
No, I think
though.
I would go more like, like some of those rappers did in the 90s, with the baggy pants and that kind of stuff.
And a
Jersey.
cape.
And the cape.
Jets
and the
jersey.
A jersey. And then a cape. That would be me.
Oh, would you rather, Vicki, go to a friend's house for dinner? So it's that you got invited, you show up, and they're serving Puritan beef stew, so stew in a can.
Okay.
Or Chef Boyardee ravioli. And you can't, oh my God, you got to act like this is cool what they're serving.
I would go with the ravioli, even though recently I think they've changed the recipe and it is not as good as it used to be. Or is it that I've grown up and my
I
taste
think you've
have
grown
matured?
out
Is
of
that
it.
what it is?
Because I found I have a harder time eating it than I used to.
Okay.
I used to just wolf that stuff down
was
when I
so
was young.
good, yeah.
Oh, boy, I just don't even want to be a part of that
I know.
conversation.
We're going to get to Joe in a second.
I'm hearing words like so good.
Yeah.
And they've changed the recipe. Wow. Okay.
So, Vicki, you're going to go with
I'm
the
gonna go
big
ravioli.
crock pot full of ravioli.
Yeah.
I need a reset. What are my food options?
You go to a friend's house for dinner. Would you rather they're serving Puritan beef stew or Chef Boyardee ravioli?
I'd have to go with the beef stew because I can't eat Italian food out of a can. It just, I would have a lot of people to answer to.
Yeah.
You would. Yep. Okay.
Word's going to get back.
And beef stew in a can isn't my favorite, but out of the two options.
I love that stuff. Okay, moving on here. Two left. Would you rather, Vicki, invent and attempt to market gasoline-scented cologne or perfume or Ranch Doritos scented mouthwash?
Ranch Doritos scented mouthwash.
So you're presenting this. This is a
I
great.
gotta say, I like the smell of gasoline, and I know I'm not alone in that.
Might be easier.
Might be dangerous though. Like if everyone smells like gasoline, nobody knows when there's a leak.
You're right.
So
No smoking around you if it's,
that's true. Yeah. Well, is it based in gasoline?
No, it's
then?
just scented.
Yeah,
That's
just
yes.
scented.
Good
Okay.
correction. Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd go with that.
I think so. I think gasoline because the pricing and everything else. If I'm going to have Doritos, it can't be liquid form. Do you know what I mean?
As mouthwash.
Gargling
As
it?
a mouthwash.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So corny. The
Yeah,
corn
yeah,
chip.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
gross.
We will wrap with this one. At the next inter-office town hall, would you rather put your hand up, Vicki, and ask the big boss, why is there no sauna at work? Or ask if there are any plans to install a bidet in the washroom?
Ooh, I love a bidet. Do you guys have a bidet?
I don't. Do you have one?
It is a game
Oh,
changer.
I
Get a
want
little
one.
tushy one that you can put onto the toilet.
That's amazing.
Oh, yours is an add-on.
Yeah, it's
Oh.
an add-on. Because the other bidets, regular bidets, I don't even know how those work. This one, sprays right up there, and you've never felt cleaner.
The other one works the same, except you have to move to that part of the porcelain, right?
But
It's
the water goes
Yeah.
downward. What do you splash in your butthole with your hand? I don't know how that works.
You're going to have to talk to a salesperson.
Yeah, I want no hands involved. Just turn the dial and let her rip. So bidet all the way.
You want a bidet at work?
Yeah.
Joe, sauna?
I'm asking about a sauna because of the wellness, and they're trending right now. I don't want to be having a conversation about washing your butt at work with the higher-ups.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Brought to you by Fort Rouge Auto Center.
People very impressed, Vicki, that you own a bidet. I've
Wow.
long talked about how I would like one. I didn't realize how easy it is.
I installed it
attach.
myself. Very easy.
Is there bolts? Like, is there a cordless
No.
drill saw? Like, is it just?
That's what you want to be doing, drilling holes in your toilet.
Does it just snap on?
No, it's kind of you're unscrewing certain things. Like I think it took me maybe 15 minutes. Very easy to install. I don't even think there's a lot of tools that are needed, if any.
Does it attach? Sorry, Joe. Does it attach to the water supply? So obviously,
yeah, it does,
okay.
and it attaches underneath the toilet seat. Super easy. You could go fancier, and I think that's a little more involved. If you want a heated one, you can have a heated seat. You could have warmer water.
Well, that's what someone's saying. Hey, Vicki, is it a cold or warm water bidet?
Cold, but you get used to it.
Okay.
So if you have somebody over, speaking as if somebody came over and they were in the bathroom, would you know if they use the bidet or not? Does it sound different than a flush?
Well, you could maybe hear the water rushing, but we have it in the upstairs bathroom where guests usually don't use it.
Oh, they wouldn't use that one.
I feel like it's weird to use somebody else's bidet.
I would think so.
I was just going to ask if before I buy one, if I could come try yours
it out.
You can try ours for,
That's a bit intrusive,
consumer purposes. I would let you try it.
That's
It's in the upstairs bathroom, though, Phil.
Is it an ensuite? Am I going through your master bedroom to use it?
No.
Anything in the medicine cabinet we should know about.
Can I have a nap while I'm there?
The Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
The completely useless question.
The completely useless question.
Useless with a capital Y.
So useless.
Brought to you by Midtown 4.
Beat the box office for Creed. Just announced yesterday. Mammoth opening the show. Joe has the question. 780 City.
I don't know if this is really a hard question or not, to be honest. Usually I know going in, but I'm going to lay it out there. 1/3 of people said they did this without their parents knowing. So think back. 1/3 of people said they did this without their parents knowing.
That's a pretty low number.
A third? Yeah. Yep.
780 City, 780-2484. Good morning.
Let's go with smoking.
No, that's a good answer. Very good answer. I remember my dad grabbing a pack of cigarettes he found in his garage. That's where I kept them when I started smoking. He goes, "What's this?" My dad was never a smoker. He crumpled them up. And I said, do you know what I'm just going to go buy another pack. It wasn't that was going to make me quit.
That's right.
And that was when they were $5. When they got up in price, it was pretty evil.
Yeah. But smoking probably more prominent when we were all, I don't know about you, Vicki, but when you and I were.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
growing
Now,
up.
vaping would be the
If you were in high
bigger
school
issue.
and you were smoking, you were just a badass. 780 City, good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Morning.
How about drinking?
Not drinking. No.
All right.
That's another good one.
Thanks for playing.
Yeah.
Had to sneak around that one.
Beat the box office for Creed this morning. Just announced the show yesterday. 780 City, hello there.
Almost masturbating.
No.
I would hope that number's higher.
Yeah.
1/3 of people said they did this without their parents knowing. Good
Most
call
kids
on that.
prefer it the other way. What?
Yeah, let's keep the parents out of that, out of your private
They don't want to
moments.
know.
They don't want to know. You don't want them to know.
I don't recall ever having the conversation about that. Never mind knowing.
Hello, City.
Hi, what about driving?
No.
Before they were supposed
Yeah,
to?
that's
Take
an
the car
interesting
out.
answer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was going to guess too. Yeah, taking the car without them
Good
knowing.
guess.
Yeah.
That is a good one.
Creed tickets up for grabs this morning. Completely useless question. Hi, City.
Morning, poor boy 4 here.
Oh,
Poor boy.
PB4.
Yeah, I haven't heard any of the other answers, but I got a good feeling about the Red Dragon this morning.
Oh.
Sounds like he was a bit of a delinquent growing up.
Yeah, that was not well
Still
behaved.
is.
Yeah. Let's go with nudie mags, adult magazines.
That's a great answer, too, but no.
The stack out in the shed.
Still might be some in the under your bed,
Nothing
under
hotter
your
than a
mattress.
shed.
Yeah. That's where I go to look at them, Vicki.
Gross.
Yeah, it's outside the house, so he didn't feel as uncomfortable or awkward.
Still indoors.
Yeah, right next to that garden claw hanging and a shovel.
Some weird fetishes came from that shed. Yeah.
The lawnmower.
Hi, City.
Did you get an answer yet?
No.
Okay, have a party.
Yeah.
That's the answer.
Oh,
One
nice
third
one,
of people said without their parents knowing they had a party while their parents were wherever. Good for you.
Okay,
Way
that's
to go.
super common. That's
Did you
what
guys ever do that?
1/3. No. Are you kidding?
A bunch. Yeah.
My father would have killed me.
Yeah, my folks would go out of town for like my brother's hockey or to go to see my grandparents.
Yeah.
And we'd have shakers.
Yeah, I bet. Well, and see, my brother was younger than I am, and I think he was even more of a mush. But like I was in an Italian household, where are you going to have this party? Like you can't move anything without your mother knowing.
Yeah.
Like first of all, and boy, the friends want to sit on that plastic. That'd be good. How many people like spill a drink? Go ahead, it's plastic. Like that's not happening.
And you cleaned up. Like if they were gone for 2 weeks, you'd spend 3 days afterwards trying to get it cleaned up.
Yeah.
But my folks would always know because you never got it completely cleaned up. Something would break. Like it was a scene.
I was always too anxious about it. Like you don't know what people are going to do, right?
Yeah, true.
Yeah, and then too many people come. There's that problem as well. Who's this?
Yeah, it's Marlon.
Marlon. Way to go, brother.
Go to Creed. Congrats.
This is the Philly Joe and Vicki podcast.
Friday morning, you guys. I'm going to have a bag of pucks with me and some cones because right after the show, it's practice. Going to run a practice with
Old school.
WPS for Guns and Hoses, Smoke versus the Heat, February 28th, Canada Life Center.
I thought they drafted you for the alumni game. I thought that's
Oh, God, no.
Yeah. Who coached the Smoke last year?
you.
Joe Aiello.
The Big Slice.
Yeah.
Who won the hockey game last year?
Yeah, they beat.
Joe.
They beat. The
I don't
Heat.
have to hold a practice. You know why, Vicki? Because I know less about hockey than the guys playing the game will.
Mm-hmm.
I'm there for inspiration. I'm there for the speech.
Yeah.
I'm there for the pizza. I'm
But
there.
Phil, you're all in. You're like getting down and dirty with these
Well,
guys.
yeah.
As far as practices and drills.
All the
and-
pressure's on these guys.
It was first time last year. So, they've been playing each other for years, lots of different games. It was my first time being behind the bench. And these guys, they can play. Like, this is a serious, it's a good hockey game. The quality of hockey. You got ex-pros in there, guys who play all the time. It's good hockey.
Mm-hmm.
And so behind a bench, look, WPS will admit they weren't very happy with losing.
Mm-hmm.
What was the final score?
6-4?
Okay, so not
something
a
like that.
crazy-
7-4, 7-5.
So, yeah. And they're
Big comeback.
It was.
Yeah.
It was a good game. But they're aware that the cops are aware they got to prepare better this year. Thus, the practice on Friday. And, I'm bringing the whiteboard. I'm bringing the cones. I'm bringing some drills. And it's not – look, I'm just telling my team right now, right here on the radio, it's not going to be an easy practice.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going for lunch with the firefighters. I'll tell you
Two
that.
different coaching strategies.
Hey,
it's
listen.
interesting to see what'll work.
I'm not changing what I did last year, and I'm going to tell you something. I handed out a lot of white towels on the bench. That's pretty much what I did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The guys, they didn't even know my name. They just said, "Coach, towel."
Well, you have an actual coach on the bench.
I have an actual coach on the bench, and he's really good, Vicky.
Yeah.
I really had nothing to do on the bench but drink water and hand out towels.
And here's Phil just sweating over this
there's
job.
no pressure.
Yeah.
It's big. Well, you got to have a bounce back after last year. You can't lose 2 years in a row. And the Heat know, or the Smoke, no, the Heat know that. So I think the fellas are ready. They're well aware, and I'm actually really looking forward. All kidding aside, getting out there for a skate with these
Didn't
guys.
sound
on
like
Friday.
you were kidding.
No, tickets only $10 for this.
Saturday, February 28th. Yes, all kidding aside, it's for some great charities. You've got Manitoba Special Olympics. You've got Never Alone Cancer Foundation. You've got Project 11. There's going to be a lot of responders on site just hanging out. Yeah, there's like 4,000 people last year of families in that. And Vicki, you're joining us this year in the stands, which is going to be fantastic for people. But really, for $10 on a Saturday afternoon, doing some good in this town, it'll be fun. There are no losers. It'll be the cops again.
No chance. No chance.
The Philly Joe and Vicki Podcast.
For more Philly Joe and Vicki, lock it into 92.1 City, weekday morning 6 to 10.